Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am Kareem Clemens. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for following me. Today is November the 19th, 2020, and it is Throwback Thursday, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am live on YouTube and I am live on Periscope. Okay, these are your stories. First, I'm going to be very brief with you because I do know that I am getting word that, hey, no, I'm getting word that Live at 9 may be canceled later on. So I'm going to be providing you with this part of the episode of Omega Student News Talk Show T right here, right now. Okay, so on this Throwback Thursday, I do want to say that there is a lot happening when it comes to social media, and I can tell you right now, there is breaking news. We have just now learned that that Bobby Brown, the former or past husband of Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown Jr. has died. Okay, according to social media network, Bobby Brown Jr., singer of Bobby Brown, dies at 28. According to social media network, Bobby Brown Jr., 28-year-old son of singer Bobby Brown, was found dead in his California home on Wednesday, according to the Los Angeles Police Department. Police responded to the medical emergency at 1:50 p.m. to find the deceased male, later identified as Bobby Brown Jr., according to the LAPD public information. No other details were available of his cause of death, pending a coroner's examination, but they say no foul play was suspected. Brown Brown Jr., who was following in his father's footsteps with a music career, was one of two children from the 11-year on and off relationship between Brown and Kim Ward that ended in 2011. We do know that Brown later married singer the late Whitney Houston. So I can tell you that I'm sure Bobby Brown is very devastated. Okay, I mean, we do know that he was devastated when he lost his former, I should say, former wife, Whitney Houston, and then he went on the whole uh, sadness again when Bobby Christina, and then now his son, Bobby Brown Jr. Okay, if you recall, superstar singer Whitney Houston was found dead February 11, 2012, in a Beverly Hills hotel bathroom in the bathtub, and the victim of an accidental drowning brought on by heart disease and long-term cocaine abuse, as the Los Angeles coroner found weeks later. Then Bobby Brown was dealing with another episode back in 2015 when Bobby Christina was found face down and unconscious in a bathtub in her Georgia home, right? And that was on January 31st, 2015. Bobby Christina died at the age of 22 on July 2015 after spending about 6 months in a coma. Okay? She died in an Atlanta area hospice. She was buried next to her mother in New Jersey. And then, of course, we all know that the family blamed the ex fiance, Nick Gordon, who was never charged in the case. And Gordon was found responsible in a wrongful death civil suit lawsuit in order to pay $36 million to Brown's estate. But unfortunately, on January 1st, 2020, Nick Gordon died at the age of 30. Stay with the Omega Studio News and the Talk Show T as we give you guys more information on Bobby Brown Jr. Next, so I pretty much gave you guys, well, I didn't really bring this story to you, but I talked about it because I seen it in the news and I pretty much wanted to, share some information on this. And this is what I want to share. So at one point, Bozy Badass was in the news because he said that he allowed his son to get head from a stripper. Then Bozy Badass was in the news again for uh, pointing fingers at Dwayne Wade, talking about he don't know what he's doing when it comes to his daughter, which we know that his son has transitioned into a daughter, into a girl. He don't know what he's doing, and that he has bad parenting skills. And they're like, well, social media backfired. And it was like, well, Bozy Badass, how were you giving parenting instructions on to them? When you did something far more, you know, worse, and that was you allowed your child to get head from a stripper. Okay? So the reason why I bring up Bozy Bass is because right now, karma is a bitch. And what comes around goes around. And what's in the dark comes to the light. And you also know what goes up must come down. So according to social media, Bozy Badass is still in the hospital following a leg shooting, and they're saying that his leg may be amputated. Okay, so according to social media, Bozy Badass, and I didn't even know he was shot, but according to social media, Bozy Badass has been reportedly still in the hospital days after he was shot in the leg in Dallas. And social media is hearing that he is suffering from the complications. So um, according to an Instagram post, they're saying we're being told that Bozy is still in the hospital and is having complications in the leg that he was shot in due to his diabetes. For what we hear, it is not looking good for his leg. Okay, now mind you, when a lot of people say, well, you know, when a person gets shot in those areas, like, they're still alive, but complications could take in. Like you get blood clots, especially where he was shot in his leg. He probably was shot in an area where the biggest vein, was traveling, or just we don't know the circumstances, but we do know that he has underlying conditions and he is not doing good according to social media, and his leg possibly and might probably be amputated. So hopefully, the doctors can save his leg. Might not can't save his mouth, but they can save probably can save his leg. But if he can't save his leg, then it might have to be amputated according to social media news. So they're saying that the platform also added that Bozy was shot because rivals thought he was in Dallas to retaliate uh, after his affiliated MO3 was shot and killed. So I know we've been hearing recently and most lately that rappers were either getting shot or they were getting killed. Okay, look at King Von. He recently got killed, and they pretty much said that he got killed because he was arguing with another rapper. And then they went so far to the point where they disrespected him by posting a picture of his autopsy online, so everybody in the whole world can see that. And I think at one point his girlfriend King Von was saying that they wanted the person who did this to lose their job because they violated so many violations. So we hear about these rappers, we heard about his death, We heard about another rapper who was from New York that was in Dallas and he got shot in the leg. Then we heard another rapper. It's just too much. Like we're hearing about all these rappers that are getting shot and killed. Or we're hearing about rappers like Lil Wayne, who just was arrested in Florida for having a gun and ammunition on his private plane when he is a convicted felon, when he don't supposed to be having a gun. He's not supposed to be owning a gun or having any contact with the gun because he's a convicted felon. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we are hearing now, it's like it's skyrocketed that we are now hearing the deaths of rappers or rappers being shot. And according to social media, Lil Bozy got shot and he got shot in the leg. And right now, his leg ain't looking too good. Okay? So again, we know that that's what happened. They also said that Bozy was also in Dallas to pay respect to Mob 3, I think that is, M3, MO3, who was killed last Wednesday. So there's another rapper who was killed. Didn't even hear about that. MO3 was killed last Wednesday, and a visual was held in Dallas at City Hall. He was shot near Big T Plaza, a Southwest Dallas flea market. So they're either doing this during the day or they're doing it at night, but they don't care. It is just crazy that people in our country are still killing people and we still have the gun violence. So I'm not really sure what's going on. And I really believe that, everybody need to come together for unity. I believe sometimes when we have rappers and we have people who look up to these rappers, sometimes 9 out of 10, it's like I don't even know how to pronounce their name. I hear their names, but it's like I don't understand how and where they got their name from. Then when you try to pronounce their name and you finally got it, and it's like you go listen to their music, it's like, what the hell? So I think we have to be mindful of the things that we are putting out there because we have people who look up to rappers. Like at one point, I was watching a video, and I believe, let me see, I don't know his name. I think it was Freddie Wild. I think it was him. I think it was at a wedding, and then it was a child who was like walking. I think she was the maid of honor. I mean, the little bride girl or the ring carrier. She was walking, and they played the song, and she walked right past this rapper, and she stopped and she turned around, so she recognized his face in his music, and she was dancing so she recognized who he was. So that just shows that either somebody around her is playing this type of music. I'm sure she's not requesting it because she's a young child, so she doesn't understand. Okay, she understands, but you understand what I'm talking about. So my point of saying this is that there are young people who are looking at this and looking at people who calls themselves rappers and artists. And my thing, if you can do something and try to, first of all, make music where I'm gonna stick on a me, myself, and I. Make music where I can understand. Because every time when I listen to music, I either like the music, the song, the beat, the dance, either one. But if you're, I don't understand that. So, if anything, we need to be rapping about unity, rapping about what we can do to put our country together. But you know what? It is all about what sells. And if that sells, then obviously that's what people are going to buy, and we're going to continue to hear stories like this. Okay, because people are going to continue to believe that they're high and above, and that they need to take matters in their own hand, and that's what they did in this story. They shot Lil Bozy in the leg, and right now he is in a hospital suffering from complications from the gunshot wound where his leg might possibly be amputated. Okay? So we wish Bozy a speedy recovery, even though his mouth may not be so speedy, and his mouth may never recover from the words, and you can't really change people, but you can sure enough meet them there and explain to them like, you know what, you up there, you're an adult, you're a role model. You have to set an example for your fans and for people who follow you. But some people they just like messy people. They like messy people. They like messy people. That's why his name is Bozy Badass. Okay, next. Okay, so couple of things. Number one is I received the email, and the email was hold on. The email was let me see if I can get this. Okay, the email was because I just did the new how should I say it? I did the new uh uh I put the new design out. And I'm sorry, I was trying to read this and I got sidetracked. So I put the new design out for the Omega Studio News, and that was shown at I believe it was shown on the other day, Tuesday. And it was a part where I spoke about Melania Trump. I spoke about Melania Trump, and I spoke about her because social media was saying that she possibly might be or on her way on divorcing or probably divorce the current president of the United States of America. And I'm like, okay, I really believe that she might do that to when she gets into Marine One, and people were like, well, you don't know the story. You don't know if she's really gonna divorce him. I said, well, listen, that's just my opinion. I'm giving an opinion on, you know, I'm giving my opinion on what I see and what I read. Okay, I'm not gonna wait for Omarosa to write out a book, and I'm not gonna wait for her to tell us something that we already know because I already know that they're not married. I already know that they're not married because every time we see the president and the first lady, every time we see them, they are definitely. She's definitely pushing his hand away. She doesn't want him touching her. She doesn't even want to be next to her. Okay, well, next to him, not her. Okay, so yeah, so my next question or my next topic here is where is the President of the United States of America? Where is he? Where is the President of the United States of America? Oh, I know where he's at. He is actually making plans to move out of the White House because we know that President elect Joe Biden and we know Vice President elect Kamala Harris is the next administration. So we see that he has not done the transition of power. We see that he has been very sad about this election. Like he really is not a person that can take things lightly. He pretty much needs to find everything and anything to try to say that this election was rigged, which we know that it hasn't been rigged. So, where is the President of the United States of America? We're going to go to, matter of fact, let's go here. Okay, we're going to find out what the President of the United States of America is doing and where the hell is he? Okay, because I want to know where he at, and I'm sure you want to know where he at because he's the current president of the United States of America, and we need to know where he's at because we're not really feeling the fact that uh, he has to run this country until the day he gets out of office. That's June 20th. That's what Bush did when Obama came in, and that's what Obama did when Trump came in. Okay, so where is the president of the United States of America? So let's go here and see what social media has to find out where the President of the United States is at. Okay, so we're going to go right here to what is called a public schedule. And we're going to find out where the hell the President of the United States is at. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at right here is the President of the United States public schedule. Okay, and we know that according to social media network, we know that he lost. We know that President-elect Joe Biden is now the president-elect and will be the next president of the United States of America. But according to social media, it shows here, we're going to follow right here according to public scheduling, the president's public schedule, we're going to see what in the hell he's been doing and where he's at and where he's hiding. Okay? So, we know today is the 19th. Okay? We know today is the 19th. And we know, according to this data, right? I'm gonna block my face out of here and I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see all this good stuff. Okay? Hold on, I need to put this down. No. This one. And then I need to what is this one over here? Okay, so yes, so why it looks so blurry? Can y'all see that? No, y'all can't see that. It looks so blurry. All right. Maybe that's because hold on. Let me see. I don't know. I think it's so blurry. You guys probably see it, but if you can't see it, honey, I'll tell you about it. Okay, I'll tell you. Because if you can't see it, then it's probably for a good reason. Because they want to block everything from, the president of the United States. But anyway, it's all good. I'll tell you what's on there, honey. All right. So according to this, we're going to first start off with the coronavirus. The coronavirus, it says the world is at 57 million cases, over 57 million cases. There has been over 1 million deaths, okay, with 39 million recovery. That's just the world. The United States is at over 11 million cases, with now suppressing over 250,000 cases, with 7 million in recovery. Okay? So according to this schedule right here, it says that the current president of the United States does not have any public meeting or any public event today. Okay? That's when you see the red official. Then you see we see that at 10 a.m., in-house pool hall, which your in-house pool hall is the different times the White House pool needs to report in order to cover the president. Okay? And we know his official schedule is the items on the president's public official schedule normally released the evening before the day in scheduling. So we know that he's been at the White House. So he's at the White House. Okay? So right here we see that at 2:30, a pool report, right? Pool report, items not in the public schedule as reported by the White House pool. So apparently at 2:30, the vice president leads a coronavirus task force meeting. So I'm not really sure if that's open to the public. So no, it's not in the public schedule. Okay, so I'm not really sure if it's open to the public for that. But we do know that the vice president of the United States has a meeting. He's going to have a meeting at 2:30 with his coronavirus task force. Now, my thing is this. I really hope that in that meeting that they try to bring in somebody or a transitional team from the now, or should I say the current administration, the president-elect administration, to fall in and fill themselves up so they can be informed on what's happening with the coronavirus and where you stand at. Now, they have not briefed this man. They have not briefed President-elect Joe Biden. They have not briefed him for some apparent reason. I don't know why, but they need to because time is running out. Okay? They need to brief him because like Vice President Joe Biden said before, He said that the more they continue to delay this process, more Americans is going to die. And we just seen that the numbers just now surpassed over 250,000, which stands at 257,141 people who have succumbed from coronavirus. And the vice president is leading a coronavirus task meeting for us at 2:30. So I'm not really sure. And then it says at 4 p.m., the coronavirus task force holds a briefing for the public. So we might not see what's happening in that room today at 2:30, but hopefully we should get an update on the coronavirus meeting task force at 4 o'clock, which I probably already know what they're going to say. And I'm going to probably tell you right now what they're probably going to say because I've been covering this whole week and I've said it then and I'll say it again. They have now say that Pfizer and Moderna has vaccines that are now being put together in operating warp speed, which thank you, Al Nicholson, for sharing that information on the Talk Show T, which we know that it takes a long time to find a vaccine and to prepare the vaccine, but in operating warp speed, according to what they have, they want to administrate or distribute the vaccine in December of 2020 or January 2021. And I say that we need to do our research and we need to do our investigation. Because how in the hell a vaccine is going to be created in this amount of time? And I said that they talk about 30,000 people, honey. I need to see at least 50,000 people that have taken this. And they said that some of the side effects was just nausea. But they said Moderna has a 94.5% of efficiency. But they're saying that between Pfizer and Moderna, one of them requires deep freezing and the other one requires regular refrigerator. So they're saying that one of them can survive at a medical facility because they have the refrigerator and one of them possibly can't. So I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to probably talk about. They're probably going to talk about the vaccine from Moderna or the vaccine from Pfizer. Okay? But again, the vice president leads a coronavirus task force meeting at 2:30, and the coronavirus task force holds a briefing for the public at 4 o'clock. But according to the schedule of the president's public schedule, the president does not have no public event schedule, which he should, and that should be meeting. Well, first, say your successor speech by telling the world that you fucked up and that you know that there was no such thing of election fraud and that we're going to make a peaceful of transitional power over to the current administration and stop delaying it. And I will pack my bags and stop crying like a little baby and then go on. I really hope that on inauguration day, well, I really don't hope, no, because that is going to be Joe Biden and Kamala Harris day. Okay, vice president and president. That's going to be their day. But do you know that when, and you know what? Fuck it. And this video is not for kids, because I'm going to tell you something, YouTube. I don't know how the fuck you guys flag a video 2 years ago talking about age restriction. My age restriction, which I'm going to do from now on, is for adults only. And I'm putting this disclaimer. This video is not for kids. Okay? And I will go back and I will make sure that I put on there the restriction, because ain't no way in the hell I get an email this morning telling me that my video was flagged because of age restriction. And then I go back to the video and I listen to the video. I'm like, wait a minute, that was 2 years ago. And it does not talk about it talks about the whole funeral for Aretha Franklin, and it talks about the whole funeral for John McCain. I don't understand. It doesn't have anything in there for kids. It is for adults only. This video is for adults only. Okay? So back to what I'm saying. The day on the inauguration for the current president of the United States, when he was walking down, they was yelling his name. They was yelling his name and chanting and shouting, "Make America Great Again." But you know what? On that day of the inauguration, all those people going to be there. Okay? Far distance down the mall. And we can see them. Because the current administration should be there. I'm probably sure they're not going to be there. I don't know. They're making a big fuss about this, so I don't know. They're probably not going to be there. I don't give a flying fuck. Okay? I just know that when the president of the United States, Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris go there, I really got a feeling that when they go out there and that the current president goes there and it's time for him to go, those people are going to boo the shit out of him. They can now finally say, hey, ho, ho, got to go. And he's going to go on Marine One and fly away. So I'm trying not to say his name, okay? So bear with me because I'm trying not to say his name. I'm trying to stick with the current president of the United States because I really don't want to say his name. I really don't. It's not important to say his name, okay? It's not important. After what he done put us through for the past 3 years, almost going on 3.5 years to 4 years, him, okay? So we know the question was, where's the president of the United States of America? He's in hiding because he's still trying to find some type of fraud, which we know that there's non-existence. The only fraud we know out there, which we shared the story, is that, a black Republican became the height of attention when he used funds and stole votes for his own personal use, used money from the campaign for his own personal use. Okay, if you want to talk about voters fraud, so yes, they need to boo his ass, okay, when he's coming out and he's ready to go. Boo, 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 hey, ho, ho, got to go, okay? You fill in the blank. All right, according to this schedule, we know yesterday, Wednesday, the president had no public event. It was an in-house food hall. And we see the numbers from, we don't have no new cases today because the day is not over with. But according to Wednesday, the 18th of November, 2020, there was 178,000 new cases across the globe, bringing the total at 11,873,000. But just alone in the country, in this state, I'm sorry, not in the state, this country alone, 1,999 people died, bringing the total deaths to 256,254, which we know that now the number has gone up because we can see the new number here is 257,141, which we will see that case. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think we have breaking news. Let me see. The current president of the United States sticks to it. The environment is on his way out of the White House. Okay, that's the breaking news right there. I'll try to see if we can get some breaking news. But first, let me go ahead and continue with this schedule of the president of the United States. So again, apparently if the number has increased, then that means that people are still today losing their life. Okay, and we don't have anything but a ventilator and a bed in the ICU for them. That's the only thing that we have. Okay, and that's probably why they're so quick to rush with these vaccines, which again, we already told you guys the phases. But again, I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, do your research and your investigation before taking it. And it was also saying this, and while we're on the coronavirus, real quick, they were saying that there's in-home test kits, that's available at Costco for $130-something. Yes, $130-something. The only reason why I said it cost that much because they was talking about the way the process goes, and they figure, you got to spend out of your pocket for that type of work to be done to get a result within minutes. Okay. However, you can wait on lines and go get the cotton swab of your nose, or you do it in your mouth, or a blood test. Okay. But whatever it is, ladies and gentlemen, please, we have over 330 million people in this great country. Okay. Please, while you're doing your part, and thank you so much for wearing the gloves. Thank you so much for wearing the mask. Thank you so much for social distancing. Thank you so much for being patient. Thank you so much for quarantine or self-quarantine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for protecting me and your family, okay, and your loved ones. But now I'm also saying, if you have not gotten a coronavirus test, please make sure you know your status. Make sure you know your status, and make sure you can do that. So when you do know your status, you can make sure that you're protecting others and your loved ones. Okay? Because that's the problem. That's the reason why our numbers is going up, is because these clusters, super spreaders, and people are not following the order, and everybody is going to have to pay the consequences. Like schools is being shut down still. Okay? And things are closing mad early, about 9 and 10 o'clock, and then it's getting cold outside, and now people are gonna have to stand on lines and go back to what we was doing in March and April. But again, thank you for doing your part in dealing with the coronavirus. Thank you so much, because it is you who make this possible for everybody else, and that is protecting yourself in public. Okay? And continue to wash your hands and sanitize your hands and do what you need to do to protect you and your family. Okay? So you don't become a part of the statistics. Okay? Because like I said, then, and I'll say it again, we are either affected or we are either affected or we're either infected with this coronavirus. So according to the public schedule, the 18th, there has been no public schedule for the president. Okay? We know on the 17th, and you guys can go here. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the box so you guys can have a copy of this and y'all know where to go. So you want to follow this for yourself. It's called fatbase.se, and you guys can follow this accordingly, and this will tell you and show you the calendar of the current president of the United States and his social media and what he does, and it shows you over here the latest tweets that he's shown. Now, I apologize if you guys can't see it on the screen, and that's understandable because they want to protect and blur everything from there. So yes, I can understand. So according to this, I mean, it's open to the public. It ain't nothing really, said about it. I mean, he even says what he says on his tweets. And according to this, it says the current president of the United States of America tweeted 56,006 times. And 1,083 of his tweets was deleted. Why were they deleted? Because fake news. Fake news. That's why it's been deleted. Okay, fake news. And the last time he deleted I'm sorry, not deleted. The last time he made a post, he made a post on November 19th at 12:34, saying that lawyers now on new max and something, whatever, still trying to find some type of voter registration fraud in different states that he lost, recount for states that he claimed he won. But unfortunately, the numbers don't lie, honey. Okay? And I don't think anybody would try to rig this election the way you tried to rig it back when you was running against Hillary Clinton, when you tried to put her emails out there and everything, trying to say that so many people did this and tried to, rig our election. That's the only thing that you're trying to do, is trying to find everything and anything. You're trying to find everything and anything to make it look like you won. But no, we are at 11/19/2020. Okay, we are at 11/19/2020, and we know that December 20th will be a month from today. Well, the 19th to 20th, December 19th, a month from today, and then January the 19th will be one day, just one day, one day, one day. That's actually my friend's Ishmael's birthday, January 20th. One day on a Wednesday. Early. Early. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Early, early, early on that Wednesday morning, honey. January 20th, honey. Woo! It's going to be cold out there. I know it is. It's going to be brick. And you'll be out of a job. You will be out of a job. There isn't no ifs, ands, or buts. You will be out of a job, honey. Okay? And according to this schedule, it says that he has, hold on. Matter of fact, you might see like a symbol here, and you might see a symbol here. This is telling you, I think this is telling you where he went. I think. Well, so let's continue with this. Sunday the 15th, he didn't have no public event. 14th, now mind you, we're talking after election. The election was November the 3rd. Okay, we're going to look at, we're going to come past the dates before November the 3rd. And this was right after he lost elections. Okay, he has no public events. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. It says that President goes to his National Golf Club in Potomac Falls. He traveled there 10:45 a.m. to 2:26 p.m. So he went there. So he didn't go to address the people. He didn't go to the White House. He went to his National Golf Club in Potomac Falls, Virginia, on the 14th, Saturday. Instead of being at the White House and doing the work of the American people and finishing up your job, or even trying to transition of power over to the current president-elect. But no, you go into your golf club. That just shows you how much he cares for the United States of America. And I said it then and I say it again. He had to fake it before he'd make it. Okay? So on Friday the 13th, we know that he had an in-house food hall, the White House. We know that the president received an update from operated warp speed. Now, operated warp speed is probably the task force that's dealing with the vaccine, which happened to be Pfizer and Moderna. Now, I did hear Johnson & Johnson, but I heard also that Johnson & Johnson stopped because there was some type of side effects that the studies, the samples, or should I say the guinea pigs, was experiencing. See, Moderna is not going to tell you that because, hold on, we will see how much money they gave them. Mm-hmm. We ain't talking about millions. We talking about billions. Okay? So, it gets a little interesting. I'm sorry. The president received an update on Operating Warp Speed, but it was closed to the press. Okay? At the Oval Office. That was at 12 p.m. on Friday the 13th. And no, he wasn't playing Jason. Okay? At 4 o'clock, the president delivers an update on Operating Warp Speed, full text right there. Okay? Let me see what they give us. Okay, let me bring your attention to this because I want to share with you this right here. I gotta bring this over here. Hold on. I want to wait. Matter of fact, I'll just read it to you real quick, but I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna read this to you. Oh. It says Pfizer said it wasn't part of Operator Warp Speed, but that turned out to be unfortunately a misrepresentation. That they are part. That's why we gave them the $1.95 billion, and it was unfortunately a mistake that they made when they said that. That's what it says here, and that's what the current president of the United States said on what day is that on? I gotta see what date that's on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll give you the date right now, what day he said that on. He said that on November the 13th. Friday the 13th. That's what he said. Okay? But in the same way, Pfizer and Moderna is part of the Operating Warp Speed to get the vaccine to the American people. Ladies and gentlemen, do your research source and your investigation. Your research and your investigation before administering anything to it. Just because they say it's a 94% or 92%, honey, you just might be that 1%. It wasn't test on you. It wasn't. And then I gave an update on it was, I know white was first. I know black was all the way down. It was under Hispanics, and black was at 10%. And if you look at majority of the people who were passing away, I was seeing more people of color, Hispanics, people who had underlying health conditions. Okay? But according to that statement, it was labeled negative, which the negative here is a score. But you guys can see all this on FatBase. Okay, it's all on FatBase. This website at the bottom. Hold on. The website at the bottom. Oh, okay. My name is not to play because that's up there. Okay. The website at the bottom. You guys can go there. And you guys can follow the transcripts. Okay, it's all public base. All public base. Hold on, just give me 1 second, guys. Oh, okay, it's over here. Okay. So it's on there. Okay. So now back to this itinerary. So we know on the 12th, that the president had lunch with the vice president on at 12:30 p.m. He's always meeting with the vice president at noon. Okay, the president had lunch with the vice president, and then the president meets with Secretary of State and Secretary of Treasury in the Oval Office at 4 p.m. on the 12th. They're not meeting with with Pelosi or Schumer to talk business and try to revive that bill that's going to help millions of Americans get back on their feet by passing a bill that's going to help them, get money in their pocket, but also distribute money to get testing out there for them, and also help people, that's dealing with, the loss of their business. Okay, but no, he's probably speaking with the Secretary of State and the Secretary of Treasury to tell them, Treasury, no, State, you tell them, which he came out and said that we're going to have another 4 more years of this current administration. When knowing damn well he lost. So yeah, so they're having a meeting at 4 o'clock, almost end of the day. Okay, sun is going down. Okay, and on the 11th, Wednesday, we see a lot that he was doing. We see that he had an in-house call. It was at 9:30 in the morning. We know at 10:45, the president and the first lady departed the White House en route to Arlington, Virginia. Okay, this is again after the election. Okay, we talking about after election, after he lost and was crying like a little baby. Okay, we know that the first lady and the president arrived at Arlington National Cemetery. Yes, Wednesday was a holiday, so they went there but he arrived late. And he was supposed to be there on time much earlier. Okay, so I'm not really sure what that was all about, but we already know because he was still crying like a little baby and still trying to find some type of collusion or some type of mess up in the election. Okay, so yeah. Then it says that the president and first lady participated in National Veterans Day observation, which one of these he was late to. Either he was late to the cemetery or he was late to the national observational. Maybe he was late from one of those. I know he was late from one of them, okay? Because social media ate his ass up, okay? The president and the first lady departed Arlington, Virginia, en route to the White House at 11:20. And then the president and the first lady arrived at the White House at 11:30 a.m. So from 10:45 all the way at 11:30, they are traveling Marine One, I'm sure, the limousines, shutting down traffic, going to the airport, shutting down the airport to allow Air Force One to fly solo. Okay? And he does all this within an hour? What does it say? It's not that far, Kareem. Well, Arlington, Virginia by Washington. So 10:45, he leaves the White House. He's back at the White House at 11:30. So he really wasn't really out there that much, but when you're the president of the United States, you get all those free little freebies with it. But you're not going to get that when you're a private citizen, my friend. You might as well kiss all that goodbye, honey. Kiss it all goodbye. You can't even drive your own car, honey. You can't even drive your own car. They said that if you was to opt out, then you'll put yourself at greater risk because the Secret Service needs to be with you. But, honey, you ain't going to opt that out, honey. I'm sorry, you're not going to opt that out. You're going to continue it. So when you leave the White House, you'll be a private citizen. But, honey, you won't be able to drive your car. You won't be able to shit right or breathe right because the Secret Service is going to be around your ass 24/7. Okay? So get into that. And then you're going to be a private citizen. So that gives the people more leeway to eat your ass alive. Eat it alive. And then you talk about you're going to probably run for president in 2024. Please. I got to see that. I have to see that. You're going to go down as the one-term president. Okay? It's been a very long time since we had a one-term president, but you're going to go down as one term. Okay? But by the time you decide to run for president in 2024, please, you'll probably be in jail, bitch. Okay? Tuesday the 10th, it says that the president, now mind you, this is 5 days after the election, right? No public schedule. The 9th, nothing. He's not even doing no update for the coronavirus. Okay, not even meeting with the vice president to talk about the numbers that are skyrocketing as we can see on this side. I'm circling it right over here. Matter of fact, I'll highlight it so you can see it. Okay, not even talking about numbers, not meeting with the Corona Task Force, but you're still in the White House and you're not doing nothing, and that's a shame. Okay, so the numbers will continue to grow. Then we see on the 8th, the president has no events. It says the president and goes to his golf course and back in Potomac. He goes there at 9:57 a.m. to 2:29 p.m. and he leaves 9:55. So he's not worried about the coronavirus. He's not worried about the people who is sick. He's not worried about the people who are going to get infected by it. He just worried about a goddamn golf. Okay, a golf cart and a golf fucking ball. Okay, and a golf stick. He probably suck at it too. Okay, he ain't doing nothing but going golfing on his private estates, and still he not addressing the people of the United States, and that is updates on the coronavirus. Okay, because we see it right here. What the hell his ass is doing? Okay. So according to here, he has made his way to his golf course, and then that's it. On the 7th Saturday, he has no events. Okay, he goes back to his golf course from 10:39 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And then the numbers are still growing with the coronavirus right here. Okay. The 6th on Friday, the same week of the election that he lost, president has no events. On the 5th, that Thursday, the president has no events, but the president delivers remarks, and we shall see it right here. Okay, you can see the remarks in the transcript right here. And this is at James S. Birdie Press Briefing Room, and it is on camera. Okay, when he makes this address, this is in the press room at the White House. Okay, and that was at 6:30 p.m. Then a day after the election, the president has no election. He has no election. The president has no public speech. The president and the vice president deliver remarks on election night. What did they say? That they won? Absolutely not, honey. The numbers wasn't counted. Okay? But we did hear that he claimed victory, which you guys can see in the transcript. But on the 3rd, on Tuesday, let's see what he did. We know right here that at 1:30 a.m., 1:30 a.m., he was shaking in his bones, honey. 1:30 a.m. on the 3rd, okay, on election day. 1:30 a.m., the president arrives at Joint Base Air Force, Air Base, okay? Then at 1:20, the president departs Joint Base Andrew en route to the White House. Wow, the president of the United States, he's a late night owl. Okay, he likes to travel at nighttime when we all tucked up in our beds and sleeping and stuff. He out there traveling. Okay, so he traveling. The president departs Joint Andrew bases en route to the White House at 11:20. Then he gets there at 11:30. Then at 8:30 on the 3rd, they doing the in-house pool call. Then at 11 o'clock, the president departs the White House en route to Arlington, Virginia. At 11:10, he arrives at the RNC. 10 minutes. So wait a minute. I'm sure he got there by Marine One, because Washington and Arlington, Virginia is kind of far, but with all the traffic and everything, if he left at 11 a.m. and got there at 11:10, then that was our taxes paying for him to expedite the time so he can get there. Not anymore, honey. Not anymore. It won't be paid by the taxpayers anymore because you'll be done. Okay? So he gets there at the RNC Annex at 11:10. And then at 11:15, just 5 minutes later, the president visits the RN Annex and he delivers a speech. And then no more than, I guess, I want to say an hour, not even an hour, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, the president departs from Arlington, Virginia, en route to the White House. And at 12:15, just 10 minutes later, he arrives at the White House. Okay? Not really that much, but hey, it is what it is. But I can tell you that the numbers that I highlight is continuing to go up. They're up, but he's not doing any press briefing to the public about the coronavirus update. You need to give us an update every second of the hour. That's what you did when it first came out. Now you don't want to be in front of the cameras and talk to the American people about what's going on because you feel that since you haven't voted for me, then I ain't telling you the goddamn thing. Well, honey, we don't need you to do it because you know what? The president elect right now, he's putting his team together and he's doing it because he knows he's not in the corner crying like a little baby. When Hillary Clinton, I would say when Hillary Clinton lost in 2016, she did not go and cry like a little girl. She came to that podium and she made a speech. And she said a powerful speech. But she did not say that there was election fraud. She did not say that her opponent tried to do damage on her. What she did with the emails, but she said it was a fair run. And it is what it is. Accept it and move on. Just accept it and move on. There are going to be many battles in our life that we're going to deal with. But in some cases, you're going to have to let it go. And then on the second, it shows a lot what he done a day before the election. Let's see what he did. So the president departed Florida. Okay, he departed. Let's see, political rally, golfing, and property owned by him. Okay, so he went there 12:20. The president departs from Miami at 12:45. The president arrives at RON location. Then at 9:30, the president departs from Florida and he arrives at Miami International Airport because Marine One needs to fly. And again, when Marine One is flying, according to the taxpayers, we have to pay for him to fly. And then when he flies, everything has to stop. Just like that. Not anymore, bitch. Not anymore. It's over. You'll be a private citizen. So when you're a private citizen, you will not get the freebies that you're getting now. And I'm so glad. Okay? I'm so glad. Because we should not be paying, because we got to pay for that. The taxpayers have to pay for that. And we should not be paying it to a man that don't care about America. The president departed from his place, wherever his place, and he went to the Miami International Airport. From there, he arrived in Fayetteville, North Carolina, just 10 minutes. Okay? And then from there, he arrives at the airport back at 11:35, and then he goes back to a rally at 11:45, and then that's a political rally. So he was doing all these rallies. Now you see how this man could get up and do all this. So he was up from the crack of dawn, 7:45 a.m. From 9:30, he was out of the White House. No, he was out. He'd been out of the White House. He's out from Florida, his base, and he was out all day. We can see 9:30, 11:45, 12:45, 2, 2:15, 3:25, 5:05, 5:15, 6:25, 7:15, 7:26 p.m., 7:55 p.m., 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45, 10:20, 10:30, 11:48 p.m., 11:55, 11:55. So you've been out all day. You've been out all day on the day before elections. But you can't fucking give the president-elect Joe Biden the transition, the keys, the nuke codes, intelligent briefings. You can't even do that because according to this, it says the president has no public events. The president has no public events. The president has no public event today. Besides the vice president doing the coronavirus task force at 2:30 and updating the public within the next hour. This president got to go. The era is got to end. It will end very soon. Okay? It will end very soon. So if you guys want to go and look at the fact base on here, you guys can go here and it will give you the current president of the United States. And here it'll give you stuff on Congress. Let me see what they're giving on Congress. It's not giving really that much on Congress. If I can go here, no, they are. They even giving you information on Phil Murphy. Is he the wait a minute, is he the governor of New Jersey? Wait, hold on, let me zoom into this. Hold on, let me zoom into this and see what I'm looking at. Yeah, Phil Murphy. Isn't he the governor of New Jersey, right? So they even have information on him. Maybe this is not him. 74 interviews, debates. Governor Phil Murphy. Yeah, I think this is him. I don't know if that looks like him, but my thing is, I don't know why they're giving it on him. I don't know. Let me just zoom this back down. I believe that's him. Yeah, I think that's him. I think that's the governor. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. It may not be him. Hold on. Let me see. That is him. So why would they have him up here? Okay. Well, they give you everything on here. If you want to go up here, they can give you the information. They even give you the words on how many words he's had. 13 million. He said 1,932 speeches, 56,006 tweets, and 1,083 deleted. Okay? You guys can go here. They got topics here, deleted tweets. Let's see what pops up. These are all the deleted tweets that the current administration has tweeted. I don't know if you guys can see all this, but if you can't, you guys can go up here and look at it. I'm sorry if it's blurred. Okay. It gives you the vlog that has been deleted off of the social media, right? So yeah, so this is fatbase.com. I'm sorry, fatbase is just F. I'll put it back up so you guys can see it. Let me just put this here. You guys can go here if you guys want to follow this. I'm sure they're gonna have one when President-elect Joe Biden goes into office, so they can give all the information. I believe this is it right here. Nope. Let's do it again. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I gotta put this here. Okay. So this is the website that you guys can go to if you guys want to follow all this information on what I just talked about today, right here, right now. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's not spam, honey. Oh, because it's not okay. So sorry about my people over here on Periscope because it's saying that Periscope did not get your comment. It was probably filtered. Periscope filters anything that looks like spam. Okay, that's probably because it's not like .com, .org, or .edu. But you see it right here at the bottom. Okay. So yeah, so go there if you want to look up the information that I just talked about. Okay, that was the topic. Where is the president of the United States of America. Okay, real quick, let me just talk about this real quick. Now, I do want to say my shout out to Al Nicholson, shout out to Daquan Jones, shout out to my cat Butts, shout out to Nay Love, shout out to those who are on the Omega Studio News platform, which is What I See You See, House of Hills, House of Workout, What I See You See, and also Talk Show T. The Omega Studio News and Talk Show T will be moving in a new direction. I understand that it's been a crazy, crazy year for certain people, especially for a lot of people, because it's been good and it's been down. A lot of people really had to stop the whole in person and do the whole video, like how we're doing right now. So it has been good for some people, but for some people, it just didn't work out. So with the Omega Studio News and Talk Show T, uh, it is now changing. It's not changing its name. We're just sticking with the shorter version. So moving forward for 2021, instead of Omega Studio News and Talk Show T, we're now going to start using, or I'm going to start using, TSTOS News. Okay, because it's Talk Show T, Omega Studio News. And also, please join me on a anniversary for the Omega Studio News. I believe it's 6 years. Anniversary, let's see, 15, right? It started 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 6 years for the Omega Studio News that dropped down November the 31st, but I launched it out on December 1st, 2014. Okay. And it's going to be a 6 year anniversary, not just for the Omega Studio News, but also it will be on World's AIDS Day, where I believe that we will have a special happening on that day. And also on that day, we'll also take the time to pay homage to the late Tim Jermaine Williams. Okay? So as I close off, I want to say something that I totally did not get. And I was really shocked because I just found out some breaking news. I just found out some breaking news. The breaking news that I just found out is that my boy Jensen Atwood, yes, Jensen Atwood. I am reading that Jensen Atwood may or probably got a divorce from his wife that he married. So I just want to see. I need to look at this because I need to find and see what I just want to make sure I'm reading this correct because this is this is news to me. Okay. Okay. So according to social media network, somebody and I thought it was a joke, but I thought it was a joke. So someone had posted because Jensen Atwood, he's a great guy. He's open to everybody when it comes to social media, and I can tell you he has this show that I watch on his IGTV, and it is called Workout Fridays, Bench Press Workout Fridays, and he does that from his home. However, on his social media platform, the words were uh, let me see. Somebody had asked him a question saying, "Are you okay after divorce?" And I'm like, "Divorce? He just married the love of his life, or once the love of his life, like what, 2018?" I just remember seeing photos of him and his wife. But someone says, "Are you okay after divorce?" And he says, "Not really, but I'm an amazing actor and getting stronger every day." Some people ask, "Do you miss having a partner?" He says, "Yes." There was another one that I seen. Let's see. I'm sorry I don't have this prepared, but again, I was I put this together because I believe that Live at 9 is going to be canceled, or it might not be canceled. It just might be I have another schedule coming for you guys. It probably will be the YouTube gaming. It says, oh, and I was reading, it was one place where it said, uh, why did you get a divorce from your wife? Or why did you divorce your wife? And I think he said, oh, right here. It says, why did you divorce your lovely wife? And do you both have kids? And his statement says, she divorced me. And we don't have kids together. So she divorced him. Let's go to Jensen Atwood profile. If you guys don't know who Jensen Atwood is, Jensen Atwood is 44-year old. He actually has the same birthday as my friend, the late Rasheem Crawford, August 25th. Okay, so Jensen Atwood. If you guys don't know who Jensen Atwood is best known for his role in the movie Holly Berry, in a TV show or TV film Their Eyes Was Watching God. He also a film is based on a novel of the same name as Zora, and it was presented. Oh, Zora Neale, who was presented by Oprah Winfrey. Am I saying that name right? Sorry if I'm not. Jensen is also known for his role in Noah's Ark. Mhm. In Noah's Ark as Wade Robinson, and uh, we know him as the Las Vegas as Snoop Rising Hope as a man in the store, and also a couple of other movies. So Jensen Atwood first made his entry as an actor in entertainment industry in 1989. He debuted in the TV series The Parkers as classmate. Then he got an opportunity to appear in the TV series American Dreams. And then apparently Jensen kept on making higher steps as an actor and portrayed various roles in several series and films. So that's Jensen Atwood. Okay. Now they say Jensen Atwood married to his girlfriend. We do know that Jensen is happily married to his wife, uh, which that's what it says, but I don't know if that's. I mean, he said he's divorced, but this says that he's married to Mrs. Atwood, and however he has not mentioned the date or when and where he met his wife, but he has shared about his engagement and marriage with his followers. That's what I'm talking about. We literally seen this man happy with his, I guess, former wife now. It was on the 26th of January 2017 when Jensen proposed to his girlfriend to be his forever, which she happily accepted. Then it said, "Oh look, there's a photo with them." Uh, yeah, man. Let's see if we can get this photo. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Okay, right here. You guys see this photo? Look at that. Look at that. This is a year later, the 26th, right? A year later, the 26th, Jensen and Valerie exchanged their I do's. And a wedding ceremony was organized and captured, and it's right here, the picture. Wow, amazing. Jensen Atwood and his wife, Valerie Atwood, at their wedding on the 23rd of 2018. Amazing. Can you guys see that? Hope it's not blurry for you. Right? And then it says here that ever since their destiny joined them together, they have been relishing their lives, creating their vision of happily ever after. Right here. But unfortunately, he's saying that they're divorced. It says that Jensen was born August the 25th, 1976 in South Central Los Angeles. His mother raised him alongside with his siblings. And Jensen stands at a height of 6 feet 1 and attended California State University in Long Beach and Playhouse West in Los Angeles for his studies. So yeah, I just want to say like I had no idea that Jensen Atwood was divorced. I would think that within this time, quarantine, spending together, it would make us stronger. But for some people, it just breaks them apart. And that is just very, very sad to have to hear that right here, right now. Because again, like I said, I watched Jensen Atwood playing in Noah's Ark with you know, everybody. Daryl Stevens, uh, Alex, who is Rodney Chester. But ladies and gentlemen, it's just it just saddens me. And I'm just really shocked because I really thought that it was love for both of them. And I was really rooting for them after he told me that they were, uh, you know, together. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with me on this edition of Omega Studios Social T. Okay, I'm so excited that I'm here with you guys and that I was able to give you guys this segment, I believe an hour. Okay, so yes, thank you so much. And for all the information and the topics that I talked about here on social media network, I will, if there is any updates on any stories such as Little Bozy and his leg, and also where is the president of the United States of America, and also if there is any update for Jensen Atwood, or at the top of the story, uh, I did say that I wanted to continue my, uh, should I say, I always get brain freeze when I say, I don't even know, template. I'm going to say my template, my presentation. I always get brain freeze when I get to that part because I'm just out trying it out and I like it and I like the way it is. And I didn't do today's video like that because people felt that, the template could have used a little bit more work into it. They liked what I put together, but it's all good because I try to put it together, trying to find a new attitude when it comes to 2021 because 2020 is over. Okay. So yes. Oh, and we did talk about the updates and numbers for the coronavirus. So yeah. So thank those who are here. Thank those who are on their way. For more information, you guys can visit the blog page. Bye.